Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey, chubby little Chauncey.
Man, I swear he's Big Shot Bob. I'm wrong.
Big Shot Bob is Robert Ory. 10 times out of 10.
Hey, man, I don't know. Like you say, I don't fact check.
I don't.
Stuff just happens.
What's up? And we're live, everybody.
Live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Games Music Life, episode 22. Okay, yes, I got it right today.
Yeah.
Yes, we back. The group is all back together as we see. The guy on the end is back here. Everybody thought he ran away, but he's here. Jared is here. Quick shout out, Pixel Design Group. As you see the intro that came in, I want to thank those guys again. Sad Designer, Keyshawn, you guys did an excellent job.
Thank you
Yes,
guys.
thank
you guys
you,
are
thank you.
amazing.
Yes, and because of you guys too, we actually got our iTunes link up. So if you guys can find us on iTunes and Stitcher, just search for Games Music Life.
Yes.
So
All
if
one
the
word.
so if the video podcast is too much for you, you can't join us live. You can join us on there and listen to it. It makes
Like, comment, subscribe, all
absolutely
that good stuff.
do it all, and it makes your coffee taste better. So if you listen to it in the morning, it does give a good twinge to your coffee. So
That it
Also,
does.
you can still follow us on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. So, I mean, we're everywhere, man. We're like roaches, but the good roaches. We're
Yeah.
everywhere, man.
yeah, we're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
That's right. Man, let us engulf your life.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely. So yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about today. We definitely get into gaming news first, like we normally do. We talk about some gaming, and it's been kind of slow in the past, but I think it's actually starting to pick up a little bit. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to. And the first thing we were talking about, actually, well, first of all, what are we playing? And we were talking about this before we started. I haven't played nothing this whole week. I haven't played anything.
Yeah.
I haven't played nothing.
My Xbox has been strictly for Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say in the Games Music Life category, Life is actually
Kicking our butts right now.
The
Life's
big chunk of everything right now.
and that's the thing too with us is that you'll see we are husbands and dads, and we got things that go on. So it's like sometimes gaming takes a back seat. We got twins. We got 4-month-old twins, and they're taking over. So
The crazy thing is, like, you're deciding between, like, all right, do I want a game for an hour, or can I get this quick nap in
exactly
before the little one wakes up?
Exactly.
So it's like that nap, man. That nap wins out.
Crucial.
That
Yeah.
nap is key.
That nap is definitely key. But I did hop on and start playing a little bit of Stick of Truth. You weren't here last week. We were talking about it. I played South Park: The Stick of Truth while I was on vacation. And I beat it, and it was so wrong. The game is so wrong, but it was fun, So I ended up doing. I wanted to get 100% on it, so I ended up playing a little bit of that.
Had to do it.
Yeah, I still haven't got 100% because you got like fart on people, and I haven't did it. I haven't farted on enough.
Leave it up to South Park, man.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's a good game, but it's so wrong. I didn't expect it to be that wrong,
Yeah.
So I haven't been playing anything. Kev, you still been playing Netflix?
Yeah, I've been playing Netflix, man. A little bit of 2K, man. My player is turning into a beast. I'm about to start getting back out there in the park and getting my rank up. But yeah, man, it's like, between work and keeping the wife happy, like, man, I've been running every day. Like, I remember you guys hit me up this week, and we were trying to test some things out, man, keep improving the show, and it was like, yo, I don't know when I'll be home, guys.
That's such a helpless feeling. Though.
Yeah, I'll be there when I get there, I guess.
You gotta put that tentative behind everything. Like,
Yeah.
We'll do tentative 7:00.
Yeah, that's a helpless feeling, man, because you don't know when you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
You'll be there, but it's just you don't know the exact time.
Right.
I was happy that you guys were both able to help me test out that stuff.
We'll get that. Yeah, we'll definitely.
we'll definitely
we
get
got more
together.
content coming. As I was telling the people, man, we have definitely a lot of content coming. So just stay tuned to everything on our YouTube channel. We're gonna upload it all there. Even some of the stuff we mess up on, you'll see the progress. So
Yeah, the bloopers are always the funniest.
oh,
Yeah,
always.
oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah.
As far as gaming news wise, though, man, we did have Gears of War 4 announced their release date, so it's gonna be October the 11th. And the crazy thing I found out about it when I read it was like the whole game is gonna transpire over one night. So everything that happens in the game happens over one night, and I'm looking forward to it. I know Jay, you still are on the bandwagon or against Xbox, but you're gonna have to come over for that one, bro.
I you know what, man? Gears has a special place in my heart, man.
Mhm.
So I will get Gears of War 4
You have to.
just to get back out there with you, man.
Yeah,
You
Kev
and
get
Kev.
it too.
All three.
Yeah.
Kev will get initiated into putting that mac sauce on the shoddy.
Hey, don't get it twisted,
get
man. Like, yo, Gears, I go. I
yeah,
go.
that Gears, you get that active reload, man.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Right.
But right now, Final Fantasy 15.
You keep talking about that, man.
What? Are y'all serious? Have y'all not seen those
I
trailers
seen the
yet?
trailers on it. It
saw the
looked
trailer,
good.
yeah.
I do. I mean, I'm gonna buy it, but that's my type of game too. I do think I'm gonna like it. But the only thing about it though is, man, is Square, man. SquareSoft kind of loses me sometimes. They got a lot of eggs in a lot of different baskets. I hope they don't neglect it.
Not really though, because you figure their stuff like with Tomb Raider and stuff like that, they're just publishing that game really,
Mm-hmm.
and then their main stuff is only Final Fantasy 14 and you can't even really say Dragon Quest because that's Enix basically, and Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
That's why you guys gotta get on that Final Fantasy 14 bandwagon, man.
No, I'll probably
Over
just
5
go
million
15 man
subscribers.
and go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Go clean. You know what I'm
just
saying?
skip through 14.
Just skip
Yeah.
on right. You know what? Because this is going to be the game that's going to have to turn me into a believer. Because I mean, I know I'm going to catch a lot of heat, a lot of backlash, but I've never been into the Final Fantasy series, man. Like, and I know, you know, I've heard a lot of grown men talking about them weeping.
You might got Twitch up.
No, but we can get it up. But Final Fantasy never really did it for me. I never liked role based, you know what I'm saying, action games.
The turn-based?
Yeah, turn-based.
Okay.
Nah.
Let me tell you this, Kevin, and this is coming from old Jarrett now. It's almost like the Lupe of video games.
Man, that's high praise. Like,
that is
for
very
me,
high
man,
praise.
Metal Gear is the Lupe of video games. Even though, man, now as I sit back in retrospect, Metal Gear Solid 5 was such a letdown. like that was such a letdown. Like, I mean, I remember I told you guys I felt that way after, you know what I'm saying, I finished the game and then saw what the third chapter would have been about and how that was supposed to tie back into the game and how let down I felt. Like, you know what, it's still, you know what I'm saying, no more Konami ever. You know what I'm saying, I'm done with them for life. Unless it's secondhand,
you know,
it's gifted to me.
You know what's funny is I was watching YouTube the other day, and David Hayter, the original voice of Snake, he said he's basically like, man, screw them all. He's like, I ain't even gonna play the game because he's like, it's a slap in the face because he's been Snake.
They did
all the time.
Well, I mean, it made sense that he wasn't in there because Snake wasn't actually in the game.
Right.
So, I mean, you know,
spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, you know, if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5 at this point, like,
you're not a fan.
Yeah,
of
you're not a fan.
Yeah.
So, with it, Snake wasn't in the game, so it made sense that David Hayter wouldn't be in it because, I mean, it was Big Boss, and it wasn't even Big Boss.
Well, he played Big Boss in 3 though, Snake Eater.
Yeah, because but who did they switch? Didn't they switch over to my guy from 24?
He was the one in 5.
Yeah. So, but then it wasn't even really Boss. You know what I mean? So it kind of made a little bit more sense there. But they really messed that game up. You know what I'm saying? Not letting it complete. So. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got off on my diatribe there.
Yeah, that's okay. It's good to go to.
There's some games that are some let down games, kind of.
Yeah, and I mean, but for that to be such a grand series, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was such a letdown for that to be the end of it.
I still think there's a lot of people that won't admit that it was a letdown, though. At least you guys are man enough to man up and say, hey, you know, it was a letdown. There's a lot of people that still ride for that game.
It was a good game. Yeah. It was a good game. It just, if it would have, you know, kind of been up to its potential, it could have been like GOAT level. And, you know what I'm saying, they really could have finished off that series the way that it desered to go out, rather than just, you know what I'm saying, giving us this kind of slop together game and putting it out as a quick cash grab because you know that, you know, there are a lot of, you know, fanatics out there for this game.
I still want to know what Kojima did, though. Like, Kojima, if I see you at E3,
he was hemorrhaging money.
I think that's what it was. I think he was spending a lot of money that they didn't want to spend.
Yeah.
And I think his vision was bigger than what the company wanted to spend.
But at some point, you got to be able to. I mean, you got to take that on the chin, man. Pause. But
I mean, for a series so, you know what I'm saying, so epic, you know, so grand, you would think that they would just, you know, kind of blow out the budget for it. But
absolutely. I mean, you got to definitely take his word for it. Like, okay, at least trust the fact that he's going to be able to do it, you know?
But I did hear he would hire, you know what I'm saying, musicians to come in there and do whole scores and pay them and then never use any of that music. So,
okay. He was bugging that.
Yeah, he was hemorrhaging money.
Okay. I get it. All right. So, other than that, man, we had, I know what I want to talk about. So, you know, the PC Master Race thing here. Like, I bought a new gaming laptop. I'm gaming a lot on the PC. And I have my desktop actually has a pretty good card in it, too. So, I was going to get Quantum Break, and that's how I'm reading all these things about Quantum Break being broken on the PC. So, first off, if you pirate the game, when you play it, your character's gonna have a patch on his eye, which I thought was very dope. Because cool. I come from an era where college you didn't have money, we just pirated everything.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But I do buy games now. I buy all my games now. But I thought that was pretty funny.
Question though. But what does that do though? You just put a pirate patch on there?
It's just a funny thing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of dope.
It is. I think it's basically them telling you, we know you pirated the game.
Yeah.
We know you're not paying for it. So here's a patch for your eye. But the game itself, though, man, is broken on the PC. Like all NVIDIA-based systems, it's crashing when you first start playing the game. It has crazy slowdown and frame rate issues.
Okay.
So, of course, my video card and my laptop's an NVIDIA 970. And so I know it's going to crash if I buy the game.
Yeah.
So you chilling out.
So I'm chilling out. But I wanted to buy it on PC because I hear it looks good. And I hear it plays pretty well, but I can't play it. So I'm like, all right, that's my issue with PC gaming. And people who fearful of getting into PC gaming, that's what they're afraid of, because everyone's not good. They're not PC savvy.
Right.
So whereas me, I'm more software savvy. When it comes to hardware, I can install stuff. I can build a computer from scratch. But if there's issues with it, sometimes I just throw my hands in the air, start getting blue screens, and I'm done. Yeah. But it's nothing like being able to take a disc or download it to your Xbox or PS4.
Put it in play.
That's it. And basically these things are computers anyway. So that's my whole, my thing about PC gaming is like I want to be able to exclusively be on PC. Of course, when we play games together, I will get the game
man,
there.
I told you earlier this week, man, you turned it into a master race.
No, that's why when I told you, I said, no, I'm not as much as you think, because those issues, there's those issues.
Let them work them issues out. You gone. You're out of here, bro. You go ahead and say it, man. Put it in the air.
There's nothing better than just playing a game and not having to deal with Windows issues.
Yeah.
Windows 10, basically Microsoft is funneling everybody into that Windows 10 funnel. As you see, Quantum Break, if you buy it on Xbox One, you get it free on PC on Windows 10. Yeah. You don't get it free with any other operating system. Yeah. So they're funneling everybody Windows 10. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Windows 10 is very good and I like it, but it's a lot of issues. If those issues aren't worked out, it's not like I can play it in legacy mode on another operating system and play it. I'm stuck.
Can I say something about Windows 10, man?
Sure.
I actually don't. I wish they would have kept it as Windows 8, where you just click the button and all your apps are like right there in those big squares. Can you go back to that in Windows 10?
Nah, the thing you can have tiles on there, but the thing with Windows 8 was built for tablets and built for touchscreen computers. So when people bought computers that weren't touchscreen, it was kind of weird to them.
Yeah.
That's why they came out with 8.1, where it had a traditional start menu and all that stuff. But we're going on our nerdgasms here.
Listen, man, touchscreen computers seem like the most worthless invention of all time. Like,
you know what though? It was worthless, but it was good because my Surface is touchscreen.
But the Surface is more of a tablet.
It's a hybrid because it's a full Windows computer, but it is. I agree with you. It is more tablet based because when I use it in tablet mode, I like it better.
Yeah, exactly. But for me sitting at a desktop and having a touchscreen, it's like, yo, this is worthless. This is worthless as a function.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it too, is like they try to go away from desktops. Oh, you can take it with you, you can do blah blah. But I found myself, and I told you guys a couple of times, I need a desk. Yeah, there's nothing like sitting at a desk with my computer.
We might be dinosaurs though, bro.
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah,
I'm washed though. You might be right. You might be right. But yeah, so I'm not exclusively going to PC, and I'm not, because like those issues, even Battlefield was broken for a while, but that was broken all across the board.
Right.
So I found myself coming back. So I'm going to pick up Quantum Break for the Xbox One, and also we were talking about this before. Everyone keep thinking, oh gosh, Xbox, stop listening. Gosh.
Yo, one of these days, man, a bullet for that Kinect, bro. that is the only thing that's left for it.
I need to unhook it. That's all you do. I just need to unhook it. That's all it is. I just need to unhook the daggone thing. Because I don't even know why I have it. But yeah, so we played the game too. So yeah, that was my rant about that, man. I'm not going to be exclusively PC gaming.
Oh, Dark Souls 3.
I was going to ask you about that. Did you pick it up?
It's coming through Amazon, so I'll have it like Tuesday.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Amazon Prime.
It's clutch, but why'd you buy the game through Amazon? Like,
you get 20% off.
Okay.
If you pre-ordered it.
Okay. See, that was always a tough sell for me, buying games through Amazon, unless it was a good deal, because it was like, yo, why would I wait? I can go right up the street
you get it
to Target. I mean, in some instances you can, but I can go right up the street to Target and, go ahead, pick this up, walk it right on back home, and be all good.
Yeah, good point.
But if you got it on discount, then you know what I'm saying, you got to do it. Oh man,
Yeah,
why you giving them health, bro?
I thought that was, I thought that was pretty cool. 20% off, then you get the same day. I did that. I got that, and No Man's Sky. I'm telling you right now, man. No Man's Sky.
Yo, that No Man's Sky came out, bro.
Nah, June 21st. So as soon as we get back from,
I was gonna say like man, there's no way.
You know, that game could have came out and we not even known about it.
No, we wouldn't have known. I would have let you know.
It's gonna come and go, man.
It's gonna come and go.
No, it's not.
That thing is gonna be a drop in the ocean.
It's actually the number 1 or number 2 searched topic on Google. If you type in the word no, do you know what the number 1 search is? If you type in no,
no means no.
No, what? No more parties in L.A. Followed by No Man's Sky. No lie.
Well, it's good that they picked out the best song on that album. So,
well, hey, you know, on a classic album, there's so many good songs. I mean, it took them a little long.
Pick from on there.
Man, hold on. Now y'all getting into the music a little early.
Here's throwing those shots.
We will save all of that talk for the music segments, but. Yeah, man. Listen, that No Man's Sky, bro, it's gonna be a dud.
I think it's gonna be a brick.
It looks like a wet fart.
Yeah,
but you know what though? It just might not be for you guys. You know what I mean? Like
it might not be for
because
life.
It has a lot of hype and it has a lot of people that are backing it, saying like, "Yo, this game is sweet," because they're using mathematic formulas to make the world procedurally generated, so you can have.
The concept is cool, but the actual game does not look fun.
But the thing is, like, it's a total of like 13 people, so you can't actually make the graphics super powered or look super sweet. I mean, I like their choice of graphics. It almost looks like Firewatch almost as far as the color scheme goes and the graphics go.
Graphics don't sell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can play a game that it doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, visually stunning, but it has to be fun. Yeah. And that game just doesn't look fun.
Okay.
Even the concept of it, I get it. I think it might be just too much. Like, you can go to different planets. I like that, you know.
I think
Star Wars-esque, but
yeah.
I just think it might be just too much, bro.
I think the idea of the way that game is built is very exciting for what, you know, can come later on, and, you know, kind of what we can do with that technology at this point, or, you know, those algorithms. But for that specific game, it doesn't look fun. Like when I saw him, he was like, "Man, you can go to all these different planets and you can, you know, mine shrimp." And I'm like, "No,
why?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
why would I want to do that?
I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound like fun at all."
Okay, so that's one part of it. So you can be an explorer, you can be Fisher if you want to, or you can just wage galactic war. So like they have like a war.
But the war didn't even look fun
because they didn't show the star system. So what they showed was like if you get like 1 star, but you can get up to like 5 stars.
Yeah.
And have the whole galaxy come after you, kind of like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
So even if you escape the planet, if you're still in that solar system, then
now like see Grand Theft Auto with that technology, or, you know, with that engine implemented, seems like it would be amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're going from New York to LA and you can really just do whatever. Like that sounds like it would be.
Grand Theft Auto is overrated. And garbage.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna let that slide just because you're trying to defend No Man's Sky right now. I'm gonna let your blasphemy go.
I got it.
I'm gonna let you ride on
3 weeks, and I'm like, man, this is the same thing since Grand Theft Auto 3.
You clearly didn't have a good community to play with, because like, man, yo, we had so much fun on that game. Like, I mean, building new cars. I like doing that kind of stuff with the homies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going out here, the heist. Once the heist got implemented, like, bro, the game changed. Like, you know, so much cooperative teamwork in the game. It was a good game, but
boring.
All right, man. You know what? Listen, man. That's what opinions are for. You feel me? So I'm gonna let all that slide. But No Man's Sky, like, yo, when we watched the demo where the guy was actually playing it and the developer was kind of sitting. The guy who was playing it wasn't even excited. Like, he was playing it right there with the dev, and he's like, "Oh, okay. So what am I doing here?" He was like, "I mean, you can choose, you know, whether you want to be friendly or." And the dude just started shooting. He just started shooting because he was bored. He was like, "You know what? No, bow, bow, bow." He shot like 3 times, and then everybody kind of rained down on him and shot him up. He was like, "Oh,
when is the game come out again?
June 21st. You can still pre-order, Nadir, if you need to. I know you fell asleep there.
I'm not gonna.
But you can still pre-order it.
Like I get Final Fantasy. I get that you're excited about that, but I just don't see the hype on this No Man's Sky, man.
I don't see it. Like when I watched the game, it looked boring. Like when you were telling us about it originally, it looked like a fun game, or it sounded like a fun game, and then I saw it, and I was like, this doesn't look
the
fun.
Truth. You saw it, and you're like, this is the truth. This is what I've been wanting.
The guy playing it didn't even enjoy it, man. Like, yo, that tells me something. Like that's not gonna be a fun game.
His brain couldn't comprehend it, man.
You know, I keep forgetting I had a special thing. Like
you know, I guess we will see, man. We will see. Come June 21st, man. We'll see. If it's a good game, I'll pick it up. You know, I don't mind eating crow, especially for a good game. Like, the game is dope, man. I'll definitely pick it up and I'll sing its praises. I'll say how wrong I was. But right now, looking at what we've got so far in that game, it sounds good in theory. It doesn't look good in implementation. So
that's fair.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll kind of see how that pans out. But yo, man, that was blasphemy. Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been rocking for, 2.5 years now, and they keep plugging in new content for free. Now, granted, they sold us that game twice, so, maybe they should be giving us the content for free. But nonetheless, it looked great on last gen, and, it looks great on the current generation systems. Like, what more could you ask for? It was filled with content, man.
But they were one of the games who actually sold it to you twice and did it right.
Did it right, though. Yeah, exactly.
They actually did it right by selling it to you twice.
And then even in the second implementation, they gave you something new and letting you play it in first person.
Right.
So,
right. And then the heist came and all that stuff. So I think it was
and they didn't make you pay anything extra for all that.
Right. And I wasn't even a fan of Grand Theft. I don't even like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yo, that game was fire. Especially like, man, you know what I'm saying? There was something just so cool about hopping in the car with all the homies, got the radio blasting, and you guys are just out here just doing. I mean, you could, but I mean, I'm not gonna go through here. You know what I'm saying? Just shooting up entire neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying, with the homies. But I mean, in that game, that was fun to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think Grand Theft. The reason why Grand Theft succeeded as much as it has is because it embodied. The full version, the full idea of living through a video game. Because the stuff you do on there, you couldn't do in real life.
You know what, C. Coleman, I would usually be with you on that Final Fantasy looking like a snooze fest, but that Final Fantasy 15 looks fire.
Yo,
I'm gonna have to give him his props on that one. It looks fire because it looks like they went to live action, and with that, it could be I can't speak on 14, man. Like, come on, I'm trying to get your props, man. You know what I'm saying? let me get him props, man. You know what I'm saying?
14 was too geeky, and I love Final Fantasy, and we played it, but 14 was it was too World of Warcraft-ish. It was too open world, the little gnomes and all. I logged off, man. And plus, you got to pay a monthly fee for it. Most people aren't going to pay that fee.
I'm not going to do it. But 15 looks fire. I will give you that.
Yes.
That definitely looks like something I'll be picking up. So, you know what I mean?
15 will definitely be picked up for the culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What else do we got? Oh, we got.
Hold on. The PlayStation. The update. Did y'all do the update?
Yeah, I wasn't.
I've not turned my PlayStation on in about a month and a half.
It's pretty sweet. I like it.
Did you stream to your Mac yet?
Not yet. I have not. I've not streamed it to my Mac.
I did see that was out
or
now,
the PC.
Okay, yeah, because it's Mac and PC. That's what the difference between that one and the Xbox is, that you can actually stream
on the Mac
to the Mac, and I think that was huge.
But it does me no good because my Mac is like 10 footsteps away from the PC.
So is it?
Or from the PS4? So it's like, yeah, might as well stay where it's comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, hey, cool nonetheless that they gave us that. Now, have you played the Fallout expansions yet?
That's y'all's realm.
I've been backlogged, man.
I know you are. Like me too. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I heard that the expansion that came out last wasn't huge, and it was a little bit buggy. But I hear that there's another coming out later on this month, and that's supposed to be a really big update. So I might just wait and wait for the big update to come through and kind of play it all together there. But I've been meaning to get back to it. But Fallout's a game that you really have to just have time to dedicate, sit there really and play.
That's y'all's thing. Y'all know I bought it for the culture. We played it on stream a couple of times, and I think it's at the same level as last time y'all left.
I think I leveled that game more than you did, sir.
You know, I just didn't get it. I didn't think it was that good, man. The art style, any of it. I got what you guys. I can appreciate it. I just didn't like. It's kind of like Boris Diaw.
It was
one
I
of
can
appreciate him as as a player. I don't see how a guy with no cuts is succeeding as much as he does in NBA.
Yeah.
So
he causes havoc, man.
Yeah.
But for Fallout, man, I don't think that you had the time to invest in the Fallout realm, because that was one of those games you get lost in.
He was
you
on
play
that
for
Destiny
hours.
juice.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Destiny, I felt like was more of a pickup and play. Fallout's not like that. You really have to kind of build your character, and like you get caught out there, bro, and you're caught out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of those games where you really had to invest some time before it was going to, kind of hit for you. And if you didn't play Fallout 3, then, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely understandable where you wouldn't be excited for Fallout 4.
Right.
That snuck up on me.
It's kind of amazing, though. I would say this, that Nadir put more time into Destiny than Fallout.
Really?
Yeah, because in Destiny, it's the same content over and over.
I need to be a superhero.
Fallout, huh?
I need to be a superhero, Jay.
Fallout, you are a superhero.
Yeah, you can get a rocket
Do
pack
I got
and fly
super? Do
around.
I have supers?
Yeah.
Do I have super moves? I can press
Yeah,
two
it's
buttons.
called the VAT system.
Yeah. I never got to that. You want the slowdown thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need super stuff. That's why I like Dragon Ball Z, man. When Goku had the gold hair and all that, listen, I want to be a superhero, man. Once again, I play video games to live a life that I don't live. That's why I think The Division, I think this might happen one day, and I'm depressed by playing it. So that might be why I keep going back to Destiny and playing this.
Man.
But are you really a superhero in Destiny? Because you don't know what you are, because the script's not even finished.
It doesn't matter. At least I can look on that screen and see me jumping around and with all kinds of guns. Listen, I don't care. Like, everybody who played Destiny can look. There's an emotion that jumps through your body when you first got that Gjallarhorn. Everybody gets emotional about it. There's nothing like that on here. I think they did like special guns on here.
Those are coming in the next patch.
Okay, I mean, they should have did it.
Yeah,
I like it though. I'm not taking that away from Division. I think it's a good game.
Yeah, honestly, would you say it's better? I would say it's better than Destiny because
I would have to
agree.
Content. I would have to agree that, but I didn't like Destiny, so I don't know if that counts for much.
Destiny is a community-based game. I had a community on this, but I don't have a community on here. If I had a community of guys I played with, me and Kev played it a little bit, but it was like, it was okay. You know what I mean? But like, I think if I had a community of people I played with, I might like it more.
Let me ask you this: are you in the dark zone right now?
No.
Nah.
Okay, because this looks like the dark zone. I've never been to the dark zone. Is it dark in the dark zone?
Yes.
Like nighttime dark.
Yep.
Yes.
Can we go to the dark zone?
Sure.
I just want to see. I've never seen the dark zone in this game. I'm like level 1, so
yeah, we can go to the dark zone.
these guys are just having a shootout with each other.
Yeah, they are.
What's going on
kill
there?
each other, kill themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
They have to. What else we got? Gaming news.
I know you guys don't do any handheld gaming, but Bravely Default
for what?
Second Layer 3DS is coming out.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I remember I bought a 3DS for E3 last year, and I played it, and then I came home and sold it because I never played it again.
I think you played my Vita.
Yes.
More than you.
I did play your
Let me
Vita
tell you
the whole
something.
trip.
Nate here got that Final Fantasy 7 and said Indian
man.
style on that floor.
It was going in. Every line we waited in,
Yeah.
I was happy to wait in line
Yeah.
because it was like I wanted to play Final Fantasy.
He's like, Jared, you got that Vita? Here you go, man.
And I found mine when I got home, so I'm gonna take mine this year. So
You got yours. Nice.
I found mine.
It's worth it, man. I was at Best Buy one day, and I was taking back this HDMI cable, and this guy was in line.
Hold up, you got an HDMI cable from Best Buy?
Not an HDMI cable. I'm sorry. It was a DVI cable, DVI-A cable.
Okay, all right.
And this guy was in line, and he had one in the bag, and I'm like, "Oh, did you just get that, or are you returning?" He's like, "Nah, I just got it. My friends have been raving about the Vita," and he's like, "Man, I gotta pick it up." You know what I mean? So I think the Vita is like a low key hidden. Yeah, I think it's a low key hidden treasure of the PlayStation ecosystem.
At this point, I just don't know that I would ever have time for a handheld. Like, I can't think of any point in time where it was like I'm away from my home consoles and I actually have time to sit and play this handheld. It's like I could do that on a flight, but I prefer to listen to music, I guess. So
Do both. Listen to music while you play the game.
I think
I get into a very you know what I'm saying, emotional state when I'm listening to the music.
I think phone.
An emotional state.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. Like I cocoon into this music. Like, don't tap me, don't talk. Like we're here, we're locked in.
Yeah. I agree with you. Don't move. Don't do anything. Which reminds me, you get that bladder together for we get on this plane too.
Let me tell you something. That's just the thing.
He fought for the window seat. All right, he fought for the window seat. He's like, dear, I want the window seat. All right, cool. We literally not even. We just leveled out, and I gotta go to the bathroom, sir. We just left the airport. We literally just left. Okay.
Yeah.
We just left. You gotta get that together, man. You know?
Or you getting an owl.
Yeah, or you getting that out. Absolutely. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Gaming news, man. We really have much.
Yeah, nothing.
With that.
Nothing else.
As far as music, we could definitely get into something. Before we get into our album review, we're reviewing Elzhi's album this week. What was the title of it?
Lead Poisoning.
Lead Poisoning.
Yes.
So we'll definitely get into our review on that. Since Jay was out, he didn't get a chance to listen to it, so just be me and Kevin. We'll go over that. Now, one thing I did want to hit you guys up with, and I listeners, you guys are gonna hear me out, okay? Before I finish, let me finish it, and then you can start killing me, okay? But I didn't talk to you guys about those Drake songs that came out, and those are gonna be views from the 6 songs. And I'm a Drake fan. Right? I'm going to preface it by saying that. Have we seen the best of Drake? Is he done? Are we
washed?
Is he washed?
I can't say washed, man. I can't say washed because, I mean, what a time he turned in a good performance. Hotline Bling was a good song, and If You're Reading This Is Too Late was a great album, even though I know you didn't particularly care for that. You don't care for rapper Drake. But
Trapper Drake. I like rapper Drake. I don't like
Well, only reason I say that is the first project of Drake that I liked start to finish.
Okay.
Because his albums, it always got a little bit too mushy, and I didn't care to hear it.
I think that's what light skinned cats are for, though. Like the mushy stuff. Like
that's a whole other subject, and we can go into a 3-hour show on that.
Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to ask y'all though is, okay, what was Drake's best album? Take Care.
If you're reading this, it's too late.
No.
I could give you not Take Care. What was the one after? He just fell out.
He just died in the middle of the street. That's crazy.
All right, so Take Care was probably his. I can't.
Was Take Care the first or the second album? The second album wasn't bad either.
The second one. That was the one where he had the what was he had? Like he was looking at the glass and. He had a song with The Weeknd.
Or you know what? Maybe So Far Gone might have been his best project.
So Far Gone was his favorite, was his best. But that wasn't an album. That was a mixtape.
Well, then what's that saying about
it? Got
Drake?
sold commercially, so it turned to an album. But yeah, I don't know, man. His albums.
But here's where I'm going. Here's where I'm going with that. At that point, you know, it was rumblings that him and The Weeknd were beefing or we're beefing or whatever, right? And
he got tired of being in the tents, man. He got tired of being in OVO tents.
You got Thank Me Later, Take Care, and Nothing.
Take Care was the second one, right?
Take Care was the second one.
Yeah. All right, so that was probably his best. Okay, it's arguable. Well, I'm just going to say for the sake of this argument, that was his best album. Okay? That's when The Weeknd left. After that album, him and Weeknd didn't rock with each other anymore. And ever since then, we've pretty much seen a decline in some of his music.
I don't think so.
And he changed.
Uh-oh.
Listen, man, Weeknd was tired of being in there.
No. Somebody's not happy in chat.
It's probably Miss Will.
Yeah, Miss Will is very upset. Very upset in those emotions.
But here's the thing though. Ever since The Weeknd left, Drake's sound has changed. We all knew that Weeknd wrote for him. We knew Party Next Door wrote for him. We understood all that.
Word around town is that Weeknd pretty much gave him his whole first album.
Yeah, they said pretty much gave him his first and second one. Which one he had the Take Your Nose Off My Keyboard.
Yeah.
That song and that was
that
on that
sounds
album.
like a Weeknd song.
It is, but Weeknd was singing.
Weeknd's on it. Yeah.
Weeknd's on it, and then Drake comes in and raps at the end.
The OVO tents, man. You know what I'm saying? OVO Tent Factory.
I think that we might have seen the end of it. These 2 songs that came out, first off, Hove gave you literally a sneeze worth of rap.
Was that to be disrespectful, or was that
I don't know what that was.
I think it was just Hove was like, listen, man, I want to do this favor for you, but listen, I'm out, you know what I'm saying, in the North Pole right now. You know, closing up this deal, man.
The song can't be done.
It's done.
Is it done?
Views.
Jay, he didn't even give. Kevin, he didn't even give a 16. He didn't even give an 8. What did he give?
I think it was like 4.
He gave 2 ad libs on Kanye's verse, and then he introduced Kanye, so that way it could be a throne song. Because Drake wanted to follow up on that "Throne Could Be the Three of Us" whole thing.
Oh well, no, that wouldn't happen.
No.
Yeah, rapping like the throne could be the 3 of y'all.
I'll tell you what, I do like the fact that he said featuring the throne, and it was them 2. Like that was their name. That was kind of dope. But Kanye's verse was actually pretty good.
But you know what? Why did Drake allow that? Why couldn't he have just said no?
What do you mean allowed it?
Well, I mean, I guess he ain't choice because it's Jay-Z. But my thought is, like, y'all not going to call yourself the throne on my album.
Why not?
It'll be Kanye and Jay-Z.
Because they're the throne together.
Because I believe I'm the best. I'm the throne.
But I mean, Watch the Throne was the throne, like that. Kanye
Right,
and Jay-Z are the throne.
I'm just saying for a pride thing. Everybody, everybody's supposed to go in thinking they the best.
Yeah.
And you on my album, so you would be Kanye and you would be Jay-Z.
I feel like, man, when it I understand that, you know what I'm saying, this might not, you know what I'm saying, resonate with you because, you know what I'm saying, you're a Nas fan, so not used to winning. But when you're Hove and you've been winning so long, man, like it's widely accepted, you know what I'm saying, that Jay is the best. You know what I'm saying? Jay is the GOAT. I mean,
Ether, man.
You know what I'm saying? Ether was, you know what I'm saying, mosquito bite. What did Nas do after that? He signed to Jay and wanted to be in the Black Republican video. But that's neither here nor there. Or, I'm sorry, Rock Boy's video. Jay wouldn't give Nas a budget to shoot Black Republican. But I mean, we
prepare for that.
Yeah, I mean, and Super Ugly. I mean, you know, kick your little lies. I'm kicking real facts. I had you running out the back of the store sound loud. But that's all dirt under the rug, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of
dirt that you're throwing under that rug right now, Kevin.
I mean, I'm making it better for Nas. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show Nas, you know what I'm saying, some love here. But I mean, Hove can do that, man. You know what I'm saying? He's big enough to do that. You know, if you just want to, you know, drop a quick little "Hey, how you doing?" on your album, you're gonna be like, "Yo, I need that feature, man," and I'm gonna pay.
Yeah,
proud to pay.
It was such clickbait, though.
It was.
I bought it without even thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna support
you. You purchased it?
Yeah. Oh. I like Drake. I like because it wasn't on Google Play. It was on iTunes, so I bought it.
Yep.
And I'm like, I like Drake. Certain artists come out, and I'm like, I just give them a pass, like a Drake, you know, leading up to the album. I'm gonna buy it. Right, so I bought it, and I was probably the most disappointed I've ever been. I
should ask for a refund, man.
I should have.
Maybe if you
it's not too late. You can call.
If you listen to it on Tidal, it'll give you the full Jay-Z verse.
No, Drake is an Apple Music artist, so nah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. So that's it. But you know what I'm saying? Like I personally thought it was okay that Jay just came in. I would rather Jay just come in and, you know what I'm saying, give us a few two sentences, rather than, you know what I'm saying, come in and drop a dud of a verse. Because he, you know what I'm saying, Blue Ivy demands too much time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, Kanye came in and he delivered.
Yeah, Kanye did his thing. He sounded much better than that's the best Kanye verse we've heard in 3 years.
Yeah. You know? Absolutely.
Definitely.
The only thing I would say is that Drake really came with some struggle bars on there, man. That so many chains call me Channing Tatum.
Yo, that was a complete struggle bar.
Yeah, I was like,
and I'm gonna tell you, that's the thing about it with him. I'm telling you, lately. Okay, never mind. That's the thing about it. He's been putting out some struggles, man. And I don't know who. Like, I think Meek probably uncovered something that was there, which he had ghostwriters, whatever. And at this day and age, people don't really care. But I think he really pulled the wool behind some things with him, because we all knew the machine behind the whole OVO is 40. Yeah. He does the production, he does the beats. He's the key behind all that. Drake was a face. I get it. I respect their movement. But I think that maybe he's trying to do it on his own now. Whatever.
Nah, Quentin's still writing them bars, man.
But him and Quentin are going at it, aren't they?
No.
Didn't Meek slap him up or something?
I heard Meek might have punched Quentin in the face or something like that.
Meek didn't punch him. We saw those boxing. Meek
well, one of the Dream Chasers did, but you know, I don't think that Quentin and Drake have any problem. I mean, when Quentin talked about it, he said that they didn't have any problem, and you know, hey, he was glad. He was just happy to be a part of it, man. Now he's got a chance to make a name for himself. Okay. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. Like, that was a struggle bar. Like I told you guys earlier this week, man, hearing those songs and then also hearing the leaked tracks that came out, that Controller, and I forgot the name of the other song, but it's really kind of telling me that Drake went ahead and fed the streets with What a Time, and if you're reading this, it's too late, and this album is going to be a big pop album. Like, even if you listen to what's the name of that song? Pop Off, something like that. What's the name of that song?
Pop Style?
Pop Style, there we go. Even if you listen to Pop Style, man, Pop Style is more of a kind of a song that you can chant with all the homies while you're out, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. It's not like he's really trying to feed you bars or anything like that. He's not getting anybody hype off of that. And then that One Dance, that's not a good song. Like, no. that was just bad. But you know, he can't recreate Hotline Bling every time, and it is what it is there. But it's gonna be a pop album. Like, it's not gonna be a huge rap album. It's gonna be, you know, a pop album. He's gonna have a lot of singing on there. It's gonna have a lot of R&B. You know, a lot of radio friendly appeal to it, and it's just gonna be what it is. But Yeah, with it, those I don't know if those were the songs to lead off with. I mean,
I hope they're just not full songs. I hope that they're not finished songs. You know,
he's selling them, so yeah, those that's it, bro. Like those are the songs. You're like I know you're just wanting Hove to come back with the full verse. I know, I feel you.
I do want Hov to come back with a full verse, but I want the album to do good. I'm a Drake fan. I like Drake, man. I
don't think this is any indictment against the album. It's only 2 songs. We'll probably get at least a solid 16, probably 18 with the bonus.
They're 2 bad songs, though, Kevin. Like, they're 2 bad. Those are bad songs.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not scared.
You're not scared?
Nope.
Okay.
I think that the album will still it'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like, it'll be like any of Drake's other albums. Like, it's got a lot of songs I can't listen to, a lot of songs I can't listen to. I didn't like that Just Hold On, We're Going Home. Like, I hated that song. I thought it was a terrible song. And that was his lead single off the last album. The last album was okay. I didn't like Wu-Tang Forever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah.
He'll still deliver. I mean, it'll be a listenable album. I don't think Drake is washed by any means. Not because of those 2 songs. Because he had too hot of a year already. Because, I mean, I didn't think Jumpman would last as long as it has, but like that song's blowing up.
But he got Future, which is one of that whole collaboration didn't make sense.
I don't think Future helps Drake in any way.
Not at all. That's why I didn't see why they made it a little. You know, it wasn't really a full album, but they sold it, so I'm gonna call it an album.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense to me when they did it because they were 2 like polar opposites.
Man, but if you really think about it, like even though they're polar opposites, man, like they kind of go hand in hand. Like I mean, the whole reason Future got on was because of Drake. Tony Montana wasn't going anywhere until Drake hopped on it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so I mean, with it made sense. Plus, Future was so hot at the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like it was a good look for everybody. It was going to shut the internet down.
Yeah.
So it made sense, and the music is still thriving. I thought What a Time Would Be Alive would be a flash in the pan album, and for the most part it was. But I still find myself, going back and listening to a lot of those cuts that. Yeah, I listened to a lot of the cuts that I really liked off of that album, and they're enjoyable. Like they ride really good.
You know what it is too though? Is like I listened to it. I'm not really before that album. I never was a Future fan because I didn't understand nothing he was saying.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't think it really matters what he's saying because his voice is like an instrument. I think that's really what it is. Like he's talking about nothing, but the way he sings or raps, I don't know what to call it. It rides the beat so well.
It does sound good.
It sounds good. So I'm really listening to his voice because he's telling you to blow his nose, but the he can ride like that beat. Is key and it's like you listen to it. I don't know. Maybe my old ears doesn't really accept it. I just want to listen to some bars.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Future sounded great on that Panda.
Yo, that's another thing, yo. Like we were talking about it earlier. Like, how is it that Future people hasn't came in, at least legally, taking him to court? Like this guy sounds exactly like him.
But I mean, there's no law against that.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not technically, interpolating any of his music or anything like that. Like it's a completely original song. Yo, it's just he sounds like another guy.
He's gonna get fed up when he's out, like we said earlier. And someone's gonna scream, "Hey, Future, won't you perform Panda?" And they're not, because I'm telling you, I thought they were the same person. He's even saying the whole ad lib, "Young Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you."
If you ask me, man, Kanye is more responsible for that than anybody. Like Kanye did Future a huge disservice. I don't know why, but Panda didn't have Panda had been out for months and it didn't have any traction until it came out on Life of Pablo. And even then, people were listening to that like, nah, like that's not Future. Yeah. And everybody like, what? That's not Future. But yeah, it wasn't Future. And then Panda blew up after that because it sounded good on Life of Pablo. But yeah, man, that's the new wave in hip hop right now, though. And I've noticed that over the last few years. Like, man, the person who actually started this trend is Soulja Sung.
Who's that?
That would be the artist formerly known as Soulja Boy. As he has gone through and he has just sucked the life out of every relevant rapper and tried to emulate their style for his own gain.
Soulja Boy did?
Soulja Sung, yes. If you probably haven't been keeping track of Soulja Boy with good reason, but Soulja Boy has literally aligned himself with every hot artist like as they were starting to bubble, and he's tried to go through and steal their style.
Really?
That's how Soulja Boy stays relevant.
So he tried to steal Bow Wow style?
He did, man. He tried to steal Lil B style.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't steal Lil B style.
You can't steal the Bass God swag, but he tried. He did try to steal the Bass God swag. He tried to steal the Migos swag. Who else been like hot young artist that's come out? I'll have to do some research. Maybe we'll table that for next week. But man, I can give you guys a list of the styles that Soulja Sung has has tried to steal. You know what I'm saying? Just suck the soul out of these artists. Pause. But yeah, man, Soulja Boy, he started the trend, and now it's okay. Like if you look, Young Thug stole Wayne's style, even though people don't really see it. But if you really watch the way he moves, he took Lil Wayne's style and then kind of fused it in with Bass God and with Bass God's antics, and boom, he blew up. And now there's a Young Thug copy.
Really?
Yeah, his name is King, and yeah, like now he's stealing Young Thug's stolen style of Lil Wayne.
Man,
it's the game now. It's the new game.
The Panda dude, I don't see how he literally he has a mixtape coming out called Purple Rain.
Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this is going to be what people talk about when they think about designer, then hey, go ahead and ride the wave, go all the way with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're gonna steal, just go ahead and steal it all.
Yeah, just take it all, man. Like, hey, keep it all the way funky. Just take everything. Why not? It'll at least keep the people talking about it. I mean, we're talking about him right now for stealing this album. Otherwise, Panda would have been a flash in the pan song.
You're right. It was Kanye who did that.
Yeah. So, hey, it is what it is.
It was your boy, Jay.
Who, the greatest MC alive, second to only Lupe Master?
Yeah, you're definitely bugging still. So now that Life of Pablo is on everything now. It's on Google Play, Apple Music, everything. So the whole idea of it being a non-finished album is out the window. So we know that album's finished. So now that we know the album's finished,
absolutely.
You still are okay with your rating on that?
What do I give it, a 91? Can I give it a 95 or 100?
He did change up.
You
said he changed Wolves, right?
Yeah, he did change Wolves and added Sia and Vic Mensa back to it, which I really didn't feel like was adding much to that song. Now that I go back and listen to it again.
Man, okay. So, anyways, this Elzhi album, I'm gonna go ahead and we can get into that.
Okay.
Because I wanted to. I know you didn't want to pick this album, but I'm glad you did. I'm listening to it, and I really think I like Slum Village, so I liked Elzhi in there. So, I always thought he could rap. But the production, everything was pretty cool about it. I really was pleasantly surprised in how good it was. I was expecting it to be rap. I wasn't even to rap. I just want my artist to just rap. I just want you to rap. That's all I want you to do.
Yeah.
Just rap. That's all I want you to do. The production was pretty cool. The flow of the album was pretty good. Like I said, Elzhi is one of those artists who I don't even think people really knew who he was. It came out, and unless you really listen to hip hop and really know Slum Village, because Kanye had his hands in them too. Pause. And falling.
Wow,
Yeah,
so
he had his hands in that whole project, man. Like so your beloved Kanye when he was Pink Polo Kanye.
Oh, man.
So that was a good Kanye.
He had a finger in that
He
too.
had a finger in that too. Pause. But so yeah, I really was expecting it to be decent, but I wasn't expecting it to be as good as what I heard. I thought the production was good. I thought he had some good rap. Some of the content was a little bit sketchy on some of it. Mainly, like one of the songs he talked about the weed talking to him and this and I get it, man. Everybody got their vices, so that's his vice.
Yeah.
So I kind of accept that, but I thought it could have been I don't know if that's the one blemish on the album that I could point out, then I will take that one. But I thought it was okay. I really did. I gave it a 82.
Wow.
So the paper was turned in, and I thought he did a pretty decent job. And I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't as surprised as I was with that Logic album last year because I really was blown away by that one.
Yeah.
But with all the bad music that they're out these days, that was actually kind of like a breath of fresh air to listen to some rapping.
I got you.
So
definitely a refreshing album, man. Now going into it, like I said last week, or was it last week, I was familiar or had heard of Elzhi, but I had not actually sat through any of his projects before. So this was my first full-length LP of, kind of getting a dose of Elzhi. And with it, I kind of came into it with a bit of an expectation, just, kind of knowing how the whole, Slum Village camp was and as far as their rapping and everything like that goes. So I came into it with an expectation that, I was going to hear a lot of rapping on this album. And there he did not disappoint. You know what I'm saying? He really did come with a lot of really good bars. Song structures were very strong. I didn't feel like he was struggling through any part of the album. Like, he's a polished MC, and that's nice to hear in this day and age. Because we don't get that a whole lot. We get panda. And, nothing wrong with that either. But, definitely nice to hear a real MC kind of getting his shine. But
there's a lot wrong with Panda, but go ahead.
You know what? I don't mind, like, those little party tracks, man. Like it is what it is. It's a song that sounds good. Like, man, you play it in the car, man. Whitey Six, Panda. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun. Like, it's just a fun song to listen to.
Okay.
But, I mean, he's not, I don't know what he's saying. Like, I know credit cards and the scammers.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. But it sounds good, man. It rides in the car, man. You can sit there with your windows down, bob your head, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, listening to Elzhi, and, it was just nice to kind of get a break from that. Still see that there are rappers out there that are really about bars. Not that, there aren't an abundance of rappers out there that still have bars, but kind of still that the underground exists. You know what I mean? Back in the day, like, man, you had a lot of underground rappers that still had their shine, could still tour and do their work, and they wouldn't ever make it big or mainstream, but the people who were in the know knew. And I think that Elzhi is a little bit of a return to that. So that was nice to see. And with that, production was very solid on the album. Now, the one thing I will definitely say about it is a lot of the production sounded the same. Mm-hmm. And I think that the album may have been a teeny tiny bit rushed because of that lawsuit that was, staring him down the neck, because he got that thing out there quick, fast, and in a hurry after that lawsuit came, which, if you guys aren't familiar, Elzhi started a Kickstarter to raise money to put out this project, and then started taking mad long after he got the money. So some of the people that contributed to the Kickstarter sued him for, asking for this money to make this album and then not making the album. Well, once that lawsuit hit the table, we got an album, guys. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that might have lit a fire under him, because he was like, yo, I can't afford to get his money back. Right. So he might have went in there with one or two producers and was like, yo, I ain't paying nobody else, because, you know what I'm saying, that check is spent, baby. Right, you know what I'm saying? And also, to that kind of detriment, I felt like some of the songs started to kind of sound the same. Now, that was one thing on this album that really kind of caught me. The beats sounded the same, and, he has one pocket for a flow, and he stays in that pocket with that flow. Like, at no point does he ever change up his flow or his style. And, I mean, that's fine or whatever, but it can get repetitive kind of fast.
I'm in the dark zone, Jay.
Yeah, this is what happens in the dark zone.
You might want to go ahead and get out of there.
It gets ugly. It gets ugly. But,
not looking good.
Oh wow! Somebody threw out a pack for you.
He threw a med kit out, but I can't. He doesn't have the perk unlocked. I need you to come get me up, sir.
Yeah, but So with it, that was probably my biggest knock on there. And then he had some of the songs were. I hate to say it. Was that a floating gun?
Yeah,
did y'all just see that? Okay. Some of the songs were kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie. That song about the weed talking to him, that was kind of corny. That song, that She Sucks song about like the vampire or whatever, him turning to a vampire, that was pretty corny. And there was another one on there, but it escapes me at the moment. He had a little bit of corn on here. So and that's no shot at the vampires. I got a vampire homie. I'm going to leave you nameless, but just know that we know.
What?
Yeah, another conversation for another time.
Okay.
But it was a little bit surprising to hear somebody else talking about being a vampire. I was like, what? Like, man, is this a thing? Like, first time I ever heard this, I was like, what is going on?
Are they actual vampires?
We'll talk about this. We'll talk about it later. I got a vampire homie. Like I said, I'm not going to put him out there like that.
How do you just say that and then be like, we'll talk about it?
When I heard it, it was the same thing. Like, it's a long story. Okay. But, yeah, so.
He thinks he's a vampire?
Listen, man.
Okay, I'll leave it alone. Right.
That's just like saying I got a homie that's a Super Saiyan.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I need to know about
I'll tell you what, man. When we get to 1,000 subs, I will tell the story of the vampire. So, listeners, if you want to hear the story of the vampire, and we're gonna keep this thing going, I'm gonna drag it out.
I need him.
We're gonna get these 1,000 subs.
I need those subs right
listen,
now.
we get to 5,000 subs. I'll bring him on, and he can tell you all himself about him being a vampire.
Get those Subway points up.
Those
Subway points up, subs.
So, let's get it. Tell your friends if you want to hear the story about the vampire homie, and if you want to see the vampire homie, get those subs up. But yeah, I got sidetracked completely. Okay, so the Elzhi album. So it was a lot of corn on there as well. But you know, he was a very good lyricist, and I let that ride.
I forgot all about that lawsuit too.
Yeah, the lawsuit, man. I got that album out there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and you could kind of hear it in the music, but that's okay, man. I hope that Buddy keeps on working. I hope it's still something he's passionate about, not something he's just talented at. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And with it, listening to the album, I would say I would rate that at about a 72. And okay. With that, you know, and I thought about this earlier today. I'm like, you know, I feel bad for rating this album at a 72, but I would have to rate it average just because, you know, of the weak points on the album. But then I rated Bass so much higher, but I actually enjoyed this project more than I enjoyed Bass's project.
I did. That's the thing too. I rated higher too. I enjoyed this one more. The Bass album I'll probably never hear again.
Yeah, but it was not to say it was bad, but I just enjoyed this album more, and maybe that's just, you know, a testament more to the music that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm a little conflicted there, but I'm not going to change my score on either. Even though I enjoyed this album more, I did feel like it was lower rated than the Bass album, or, you know, deserved to be lower rated than the Bass album was. So yeah, with that, that pretty much wraps it up. I would definitely say, you know, if you're a fan of hip hop, you know, maybe a little bit more of an old school kind of vibe to your hip hop, man, this is going to be an album that you'll definitely want to check out. When I heard it, man, first person I thought of was my homeboy Scott, man. I know he loves this kind of music, so I definitely want to get out and get in touch with him, let him know to check that album out if he hadn't already. But it just had that feel, man. It had that you know, 90s, early 2000s feel as far as the rappity rapping.
Right. Okay.
And a lot of boom bapping.
What are we going to? Yeah, I need to hear that funk. So what are we going to review next week?
No, Kev is not the vampire. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I am absolutely not the vampire. But I do have.
It comes up and you're the vampire.
No, that would be the plot twist for the ages. That would be the plot twist for the ages. But no, Kev is not the vampire. Sorry, we'll just debunk that one right here.
Plot twist. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do we have to review next week?
There are a couple of albums. I mean, we've got the 2088 album.
Who's that?
That would be Big Sean and Janae Aku, or
don't want to do that.
Aoki, or whatever they call her these days.
She's just not talented to me.
You know, I've been saying that for a long time. She's not a good singer at all. But you know, she put songs together okay. Like I'm not upset with her. She does what she does.
You do like the Greater Than group. Who is that? What's her name? I forget her name.
Who?
TGTC. LeBron and them's boys.
Okay. You talking about Fly U?
Fly Union. The one cat, J. Rue, has a album out.
Okay.
It's a solo joint.
With it, man, that sounds. It's up on my Apple Music as well. So
okay, we
can definitely do the J. Rue album.
Funny story about that too. He used to get his haircut at the same place I got my haircut from.
Word.
And he used to he'd always say, like, you know, Nadir, I can rap. I rap. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Everybody can rap. I don't want to hear about that. Fast forward 3 years later, he was signed to Kanye's Good Music.
Wow.
And I saw the article and I'm like, I know this kid. I looked at it and I listened to him. I've been following him ever since, man. Dude, I'm really proud of that dude, man. He's really Columbus product too.
Yeah, you don't make me feel bad if I don't like this album.
No,
like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might like, I've liked some of the Fly U albums, but you know what I'm saying? When you throw that personal twinge on, it's like, man, I don't want to hate on this.
No, it's not. It's not like I like seriously, like I really know him, because I'm sure you probably asked me, probably didn't remember who I was because.
But you knew him in passing. I
did know him in passing. So if it's a dud, I will have hold no punches behind that.
Yeah.
You know, hold no punches. I mean, sports wise, we got NBA playoffs coming to an end, so that's going to start up.
Yo, am I coming to a start? But am I a hater for wanting Golden State to take that one last L?
Absolutely not, because I wanted to. I'm rooting against them.
Yeah, I definitely. I don't mind. They can win the championship. They can do whatever they want to after that. But I do want them to take that one last L.
What's more important, them taking that one last L or LeBron bringing the championship to Cleveland?
Them taking that one last L.
Yeah.
I
just don't personally believe Cleveland's too cursed.
LeBron man. He's waffling so much right now that I've kind of gotten to the point now. I don't even care about what he wants to do anymore. Like, whatever. Like, if he wants to leave, let him leave. If he wants to stay, whatever. I don't care. Doing too much. I'm not even gonna say that.
The Spurs have the best shots, and mind you, they play my Grizzlies twice.
Grizzlies made it in too.
Hey, look, everybody just say a prayer for Memphis's roster, man, that we can just finish the year with no more injuries. That's all I want.
Whew, yeah,
we're on our third D-League player that we're signed for a 10-day contract.
Yeah, it's been tough out here.
Just put your hands together, man. Jeez Louise.
It's definitely
it goes Memphis, San Antonio, Memphis. And Pop said he ain't resting them.
Yeah.
Pop
We'll
said
see
he
how that
resting them
goes.
boys.
All right, so with that, just want to remind everybody, iTunes, Games Music Life, Stitcher, Games Music Life, Instagram, Twitter,
Twitch.
Absolutely. So we're all over.
Yes, man.
We're
Check us out, man.
And nowhere at the same time.
YouTube, your local deli, we're everywhere, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. Hey, hit us up anytime, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Yo, if y'all are out there, please comment, man. We would love, you know what I'm saying? We love having you guys in the chat, man. That makes the show fun every week. But if you watch the videos on YouTube or, if you want to drop us a link on Twitter, wherever, Instagram, whatever, leave a comment, man. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to hear us talking about. We would love to talk about it. We would love to talk to you. Here soon, I think that we're going to probably start trying to have some guests on the show, start getting some more folks involved, man, because we got a lot of great people that are rocking with us, and, we also want to share the platform and hear you guys' voice as well, so definitely.
And if you have any questions, just put it in the bottom of the YouTube video, and we'll answer them in the next video.
Man, I got T-Pain, man, T-Pizzle. He ain't even got the dreads no more, man. But it's all good. I'm going to let it ride.
Yeah, we'll let it go. All right. Thanks for rocking. Everybody have a good one. Peace.
Peace.